Hey guys, welcome. I'm Jay, smarthelping.com here. We're going over some real estate fund math. We're going to talk mainly about GP fees and how it flows through to the waterfall. I've already done just a rough sketch out here. We'll go through all the calculations and what I'm actually doing. Um, and remember, you can check out more real estate models at smarthelping.com under the real estate tab. I've gotten all kinds of things, apartment buildings, multifamily, self-storage, condo, development. These are two of the most recent ones that are really, really happy with how these turned out. But there's all kinds of real estate models in here that you can check out. You can buy the whole bundle for $2.99, or you can go individually. Um, you can also check out more financial models on the financial model tab. Get everything on the site for $9.99. Very valuable. Usually these models from scratch take anywhere from $800 to $1,500 to make if a client were to come to me and ask to do something similar. So, you know, there's just insane amounts of value here. And for anybody in finance or using financial models or trying to make financial projections, the real estate models in particular are very specific to this industry, and there's lots of logic here that is good to understand if you're in the industry. Okay, so into the model. I just have a basic real estate model here where you've got rental income, OPEX, net operating income. You might have debt service, potentially taking out a loan to fund acquisition or development. We've got preliminary cash flow here. And actually, let's simplify this. GP fees, we'll do cash flow all the way at the bottom. And what we want to do is show mainly now real estate syndication deals can be structured in all kinds of different ways. But here I'm showing a situation where you've got a GP or the sponsor of the whole fund, and they're doing all the operating management and everything. They're going to take some fees maybe from the acquisition, underwriting fees. They might take some assets under management fees, fees on the exit. Okay. And the main thing to understand is these fees, whatever they are, will always hit above the project or hit the project cash flow before figuring out who's contributing what between the LP and GP. So we've got some fees here. If we look at the whole cash flow, we add in, let's just do it line by line. So you add in rental income, subtract OPEX, that equals NOI. Subtract debt service, add debt proceeds, add exit, subtract acquisition fee, subtract this fee is fees of the project itself, subtract disposition fee, subtract purchase price. So you do that, drag it over. This is now the project cash flow. So now we figure out, okay, well, who's paying for what and how is the profit and cash flow being distributed going forward? And sometimes you'll have separate agreements for how the exit is split versus the regular cash flow. There'll be preferred returns, hurdle rates, all that. In this, I'm just saying that in this structure, the LP is contributing 100% of the required investment, and then they're getting 80% of any future cash flows. This is very simple. I'm just trying to demonstrate the point of how the GP fees flow through here. So you can see they contribute the whole 6 million equity requirement, and then they're getting 80% of all these cash flows. Now the GP, you can see they are getting two things: the fee income, so all these fees they're getting as income, as well as a share of the profits or distributions at 20%. And then when you go to do the sanity check, it's just you're doing the LP cash flow, GP cash flow, and then zeroing out the fee income because it's already coming out of the project. So that's how you check to make sure that you're not distributing or double counting anything. So these numbers should be the same versus, this is the project, and then this is what's going to the LP and GP. Again, and zeroing out the fee income or adding that back in because that's already sitting in the project's cash flow as money going out of the project to the GP. Now, you could have situations where the GP is contributing some of the initial investment, maybe 5% or 10%. In that case, you still look at this total number, and it would just be, the GP cash flow would be this, my minus, and then maybe they do 5% of this. So, hold on, let's times negative. Actually, you can just do times this times 0.05. Nope. We'll separate it out so it's really simple. Let's say times 0.05, and then they're doing this times 0.95. Okay, so the GP contribution would be 306. We would put this down here, and now you can, yeah, this still sums it up. So now they actually do contribute some, but they have fee income to offset that. But they're still getting the full contribution, whatever they put in, whatever that might be. And then this still zeroes out, which is good. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you today. And if you're in real estate syndication as LP or GP, it's important to understand that this is not the only way to do it, but this is a common deal structure that I see when I'm trying to build logic for clients. I have to build this in and make sure it's working correctly. And I think it's good to just be aware of this as a potential way to structure these things. And everybody does it different. But if there are fees, that is how they will sit. I've never seen them done any other way. So if there are fees, they come out of the project and then go to the GPS as fee income. And you can still have contributions from the GP as well, like this. Normally the waterfalls are pretty complicated. It's going to be based on either preferred return, preferred equity in some way that the cash is split after the LP has been fully paid back, or maybe the LP gets an IRR hurdle, and after they achieved a certain return IRR, cash is split in a more favorable way to the GP. All sorts of different things in that realm. But we're not getting into really that. This is just about the flow of fees through the fund. And that's all I got for you on this one. Again, like, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Also, if you have comments about potential other topics that you want to see covered in the context of a financial model, let me know in the comments. Alrighty, see you later.